Hey team, welcome back to Starcom, the unknown sector, where last we'd left off. We were down there gathering a Talonian chariot. Wow, what I would have given to seeing the interior of that remnant ship. I mean, this codex shape is neat and all, but I don't suppose Lieutenant Galise wants to trade places. I'm good on the Atlas, thanks. Okay, I just thought I'd ask. I've combined the information collected from within the chariot and the data collected by the devout probe in the primordial universe. Combined, they are revelatory on the nature of warp space. I don't understand all the details yet. I'm going to take another go before I subject myself to asking Rama for an explanation. But practically, I think we can now construct crude warp field generators. I've loaded the schematic requirements into the lab computer under Warp Drive. Captain Dolson informs me that you've not only managed to find an intact remnant vessel, but you've summoned it to our doorstep. I look forward to reading your report on that. The Talonian chariot that Lieutenant Galise was about to activate, it just appeared atop the collapsed wormhole before you returned. I assumed that was your doing. Or was able to activate. Nope, and that doesn't sound good. When Big Doom ship shows up, so warp drives, tactical jumps, so that's just the things that the warpers do, which I don't care about. To be fair, and then we got enough to do... No. Alright, let's go get some beryllium. Get out of my way, station. Yeah, I gotta get rid of that damn gun. Guild has informed us, blah, 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 blah. Moderate side, yeah, why am I reading that? I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life right now? Come on. I forget why I added lasers. I wanted to try them, but meh. Alright. Got the bigly engines on it now. Work on getting that built up next. The chariot is focusing a stabilizer beam onto the collapsed quantum wormhole. Its energy is highly coherent and revealing some structure we didn't detect before. The wormhole is still too small to see, but is gradually expanding. I think we need to assume the chariot is at least partially under devout control, although presumably not total control since they are using their own ships to fight us. We need to let the Commodore know. Commodore. Situation poses an existential threat to Starcom and countless life forms in our own universe. We can't afford to wait. We need to permanently collapse the wormhole as soon as possible. Once the wormhole is large enough, the Atlas and the Alethea will evacuate the Selenos crew. I'll command a skeleton crew to trigger the CIE device once you're through. There's a wrinkle in the current plan. Commodore U has alerted me to the possibility of using the CIE device as soon as Dolson reported the chariot's position. I've looked at the Atlas sensors data from the chariot's activity and worried our plan won't work. The device we built doesn't have enough of Xenium to overcome the chariot's stabilizer energy. We need 4 more units of Xenium, but that's not the real problem. There's no way to store Xenium in a compact warhead without it going critical. At least not without strange matter. I mean strange as in composed entirely of strange quarks. That's not something you can cook up in the lab. We never found a natural source of strange matter in our own universe. Possible it might form from some degenerate neutron source, but I don't think we've seen anything like that. Cue the Gorir. Madarask, it's good to see you made it safely back. The appearance of an intact Titolonian chariot is both awesome and terrifying. We have surmised that while it is communicating with the wormhole from which the Seleno emerged, it is the Devout who directed it. Yup. This is calamitous. From what we know, control of the chariots gave the Empire its power, limited only by whatever hidden laws constrained their Telonian servants. If the Devout gained full control over a single chariot, they could purge this universe, and yours, of heretics. Their weapons are already challenging our best ships. One of our vessels sent to assist you was gathering data on their new energy disruption weapons. They reported a promising discovery. Unfortunately, in their last partial transmission, They reported their engines and navigation transponder had been damaged in a mine collapse, or a mine collision. Wow. This has made it difficult to locate them to send assistance. We were hoping you would offer. While our sensors are on par with yours, your observations officer's renowned detection skills may affect a faster search. In case you succeed in locating them, we will transfer a working transponder encoder. This will allow us to send a rescue ship. Alright. Allows for the secure coordination of ship positions. Alright, so where are we going? On yonder? Aren't you just aiming to be as annoying as fucking possible with those energy weapons? Bubble ramming speed. Yep, please move out of the way so I can go zoomy and save your missing buddy. Derelict vessel detected ahead. Looks like we're too late for a rescue. No life signs, I'm afraid. From the outside, the heavy damage concealed the glaring differences between this ship and a Guerrier. This isn't a Guerrier vessel. This structure design is all wrong. In addition to the engineering differences, this vessel has been stranded for quite some time. This ship's navigational inertial guidance core is intact. I think I can give a rough estimate where the ship broke apart. After more careful examination, Lieutenant Gleese declares that this is to be the forward section of a survey vessel that was attacked. God damn it, zoom in without zooming all the way in. Oh. This is the approximate location of the missing vessel. Last transmission. Can't have gone too far if it hasn't been destroyed. Where the hell are you? $767 zoomies a second. It's not bad. So rookie numbers, but it's not bad. Not the thing I'm looking for. Approach authorization granted. Facade protocol. I'll argue with more churlite though, since I need a bucket of that for my exploration build. Maybe it's up here at this one, I don't know. Is it me, or is there an inconsistency in the knowledge the Gorir are sharing with us? Like the Telonian was practically a myth when we first asked them, asked them about it, and now they say it was the key to the Empire's power. It's kind of suspicious. You're not wrong. I've reviewed the untranslated matrix, and there are patterns consistent with selective truth. Can't say whether it is a need-to-know policy or outright deception. It's obvious they are strategically withholding information from us, like we are from them. I doubt they'd help us find a collapsar if we explained why we need it. Our plan for the survival of our own universe depends upon sealing the wormhole with the threat on this side. She's so wiggly. Light recorder. According to the recorder data, a celestial survey vessel was studying a collapsed neutron star when a group of ships hailed with a binary signal, then attacked. Okay, well that doesn't help us with the immediate issue of finding the Gorir ship. A small city on this tempered planet was abandoned within the past few hundred years, judging from the overgrowth. As there are no signs of earlier civilization, Lieutenant Triton concludes this was a spacefaring culture that settled here for no more than a generation before moving on. The language is related to that of the Arcadians, but only a distinct dialect. Unusually, they use binary symbols for important or sacred names. Search of the structures uncover several scattered fragmentary texts. Began observation of spearhead candidates. Devoted have learned of the reliquary. Bones must be moved. They will seek the heartbeat. Perhaps deceived by false echoes? Tens of thousands of years ago, a nearby star went supernova and irradiated this planet in a catastrophe of gamma radiation. Supernova that sterilized this planet must have been from a neutron star. A sliver of that catastrophe is memorialized in the fragment of neutronium embedded on this planet's surface. Alright, so we're still missing the damn lost Gorir. It's them again. And whisk them up. We don't understand. Do you know? Oh, I think you would get along. They are now unfriendly. Another sliver of neutronium. Do you really want me to initiate hostilities with y'all? Because I will. I'll do it. Missile dephaser, huh? This planet, like the rest in the system, was irradiated millennia ago by a powerful gamma event in a nearby sector. The nearby structures must have been built since then. They have not been occupied recently. There are a few trinkets, possibly of ceremonial use. Got a frog in my throat. Another older Arcadian settlement. Lieutenant Glee speculates that given the material age differences, structures were built over a short period of time with advanced equipment. Within an underground chamber, the team uncovers a crystalline data storage device. Analysis shows that it is an apparent catalog of binary identifiers and the named entities. 010111. Dead Star, Dying Home, Broken God. Interesting. The hell is that noise? Yet another old Arcadian settlement. One of the structures has faded carvings on the exterior wall. I know this. I know that. I know that symboling its sister, Dad. Missile dephaser. Designed to temporarily dephase missiles, making countermeasures less effective. Cool, not what I was after though. So, on the long bit, down yonder is what I'm to understand. Right over here-ish. Maybe. We can definitely get some salvage, but the more we get, the harder it will get. The more we take, the harder it'll get. According to the logs, this hydrogen harvester was abandoned when its anti-grav started to fail. The last few modules have yet to give up the ghost, leaving it floating delicately on a density transition layer. Go for it. Success. We get some ethylene. Whammies again. Let's go for it. Some gold. And then yttrium. The derelict is still floating, but just barely. Nothing left for the team to collect. Oh, we didn't even break it. I'm detecting a faint but regular anti-gravity waves from somewhere nearby. Fourier signatures suggest a natural cause, but nothing the sensor model comes close. Assuming whatever it is in this cloud. Collapsar. This could be a collapsar. That would be a stroke of luck. We've never seen one, but some theoretical models predict they produce strange quarks. How convenient. There it is. The source of anti-gravity waves. Alright, Pyrrhix, it's your show. What are we trying to do here? Along with the gravity waves, I expect the collapsar is expelling some strangelets in a degenerate matter shell. Modify the tractor beam to be able to collect quark matter. The trick will be cracking the shell with our weapons before they decay. If you say so. This is closer to a white dwarf than a planet, composed entirely of ultra-dense neutron matter. Let's get up in here. Let's get all up in this collapsar. This star is a hollow shell of a neutron matter. This star is a hollow shell of neutron matter, periodically falling into quark matter core, releasing an anti-gravity wave. Some of the quark matter is quantum tunneled the surface and ejected. Oh, sure, whatever you say. Yeah, I'm not quite sure I'm going to manage this shit show. I love how the missiles are not fooled by the cork. just disappear too fast. This is metastable strange matter, meaning it cannot react with baryonic or anti-baryonic matter, an ideal substance for stabilizing large quantities of xenium. Based on Lieutenant Min's specs, we'll need at least 6 strangelets. Ugh. 6 times is going to be a pain in the ass. They're not done too bad. That's it. We should have enough strange matter for modification. Okay. That wasn't too bad at all. Let's go try to find this Gorir. The Gorir ship now. Really? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Reviewing the sensor logs from our sweep, I noticed some low energy emissions that matched the profile of a Gorir vessel. The hell did we miss that? I definitely flew close enough to see that. We are glad to see the Atlas and not another devout purger. Many of our systems were damaged by a mine impact. Without navigation or our fleet encoder, we've been adrift. Here's a replacement. Wonderful. To allow one of our support ships to locate us without revealing our location to the devout. We thank you greatly for your assistance. Okay. So, with that now out of the way, what do we need? We need xenium? Xenium, which we can get from that wreck and that wreck, and maybe some up here in the debris thingamajiggle. Or we could just buy it. No, not gonna make this easy on me, huh? Fair enough. I wasn't suspecting you were going to, but you never know. Could have had a change of heart. Cloud there too, but our missing vessel reported in using the encoder you delivered. We have good news to share with you. During the battle with the Devout, they were able to capture an EMP warhead that failed to arm. We will share our analysis with you. It may prove quite useful in defending against them in the future. This data will allow us to research technology which should reduce the impact of EMP attacks on us. Well, yeah. On the strange matter and are trying to find enough xenium. EMP attack reduction, where are you at? Probably at the bottom. No? No, yeah, there it is. Alright, well, can't argue with that. Don't really care about the laser beams, because I need... Pretty much done. Pretty much done with everything. Bucket of aluminum, bucket of gold, and a lot of cheerolite. Find this is xenium, apparently. Okay. It's just as easy for me to drive at this point, rather than jump into that thing and take the time out to do it. There's one. There's two. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Oh, son of a bitch. Wait, why did it take us over here now? Hey, it's the cephalopod vagrant star. This star is cycling through a complex multi-phase output pattern. It is not random, but the computer isn't finding a finite solution. Desert thing again. It's a true multimodal dwarf cephid. What Dr. Rama was hoping to find when we ended up discovering the Starlance. Let's not tell her. Well, I'm assuming she already knows, considering she has access to the logs. Millennia ago, Lieutenant Pierce explains, this planet had a large amount of water that cycled between frozen, liquid, and gaseous states depending on the activity of the local star. But during one of the prolonged extremes, the moisture was boiled off entirely, never to recover. Given the lifeform's complexity and the erratic environment, these creatures must have evolved the ability to survive being frozen solid, as well as completely dehydrated. At a moment there. Alright, let's try this again. Why did that jump us there? Last time it jumped us up there, right? Still trying to get into. I was just seeing how long it would take for him to actually do it. But considering it seems to be special, I will just pilot forever. Or is this one randomized? Just curious. It is not. Can you get in the damnable? It's so touchy. It's so sensitive. Got the Zenium. For some reason, shit paused there for a second. Not sure what that was about. So working up some deals here, trying to get shit done. I think I'm just about to sell everything, to be fair. I don't think we need any of it. Alright. So that being done, we see which one of these bitches wants iridium more. 12%. Looks like they're giving me a plus 5. Per 1% on titanium. All right. So Where does that leave us again? A true multimodal dwarf cephid. Kind of internal dynamics needed to produce these oscillations must be of the higher order of complexity. A worthwhile discovery. I look forward to spending time with the equations when time allows. The star was not an easy find. Can I ask a personal question now? I would discourage it in the strongest possible terms, but since you have delivered some very tantalizing data, despite Commodore U's discouragement of actual science, I will allow one question of a non-technical, non-mission sensitive nature. What does the augmentation do? It is a standard NL Research Systems interface that allows me to directly perceive and control the lab's research computers. It looks different from the C-Series NL interfaces because of its luminous color emissions. The previous superior suggested that, since I failed to demonstrate an appropriate range of positive facial indicators, I should modify it to let him know what I was feeling. To satisfy him, I did. Pale blue indicates patient annoyance. What do the other colors mean? There are no other colors. Alright. More resources arrived. We've acquired the necessary resources. Excellent. Start the process of modifying the delivery system so it can be launched from after you're safely through the wormhole. Excellent work as always. We're making preparations to evacuate most of the remaining crew on the Alethea, but it's imperative that vital research data be returned to Starcom for analysis, so you'll go on ahead. Dr. Rama reports the wormhole is now nearly large enough for a vessel to pass through. It's been an honor serving with you, sir. I will remain behind with Lieutenant Milton and some of his senior staff to ensure the closure of the wormhole happens as soon as the Alethea is through. I don't intend to go down with the ship. Once the wormhole is severed, we can evacuate to one of the uninhabited fringe worlds Atlas identified. I suggest the Atlas remains behind and triggers the device. Yeah, let's stay. Whatever. Commendable, but denied. Lieutenant Milton is the logical choice. You and your crew's knowledge should not be lost to Starcom. Dr. Rama will be transferring to the Atlas. Your final orders from me are to get through that wormhole and bring her to Merope Station on the other side ASAP. Apparently something in the data you've recently uncovered has her disturbed, which is a novel occurrence. Star speed, Captain. Congratulations on the promotion, Captain. Well, thank you. I think it's a good place to take a pause. So y'all stay safe out there. Have a good one. And we'll be back for some more shenanigans in a bit.